Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm Vixie, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a flip through of March in my B6 Stalogy. Did I show you these tabs that I made? I made them, I want to say like last month or something, just on a whim, just because I was setting up my personal wide rings for like the 50 billionth time. And I really like the tabbed dividers in the personal wide rings. And I was like, oh, I wonder if I can just make those and tip them into my Stalogy. And the answer to that, my friends, is yes, I can. Actually, I really, as much as I love how this has come out and turned out, and I will continue to do so, like do this like forever now probably, what I don't like is that on the side, because of when it's in its cover and it's like clasped, it bends. It bends my tabs, which I'm not a fan of at all. So the next time I make these, I'll make them top tabs. And it doesn't go with anything in my planner at all, purely because this is my test vinyl. I've got a ton of this pink. It's like a pink rose gold, and I'm not a fan of rose gold. If you don't know that, now you do. I'm not a fan. I just don't like this vinyl, so I use it as a tester vinyl because I don't know what else to do with it. But anyway, so we're going to get into March, and I was really heavily debating on not even showing you this because I don't like how this turned out at all. Something went askew with my printer. I'm not even really sure what happened with my printer, but my colors were all off. As you can see, like it's very yellow toned, and I don't love it. This is just a little calendar I made myself in Canva. It's just like a little acetate divider thing that I foiled myself. Is this foil? No, I lied. That is another vinyl. So I just made a vinyl decal. It says Hello Autumn. I really actually like how this turned out. And I think the colors match well, but there's just way too much yellow. It's way too much yellow, way too much orange. So unfortunately, it didn't turn out the way I had hoped it would in my head. Then we move into my what I'm watching and reading list. I took out my playing list because I just haven't really been playing anything at all for like months now. So I just took it out. Still trying to get through this book. It's not a bad book. I've mentioned this before. It's not a bad book. I'm just not in a reading mode. So I don't even have reading on my April list. We watched Dead to Me season 2. Love this show. Upload season 2. I'm watching that right now. We're watching Blacklist season 6, and we started watching Harlem season 1. I think Harlem and Upload are on Prime. Well, I know Upload's on Prime. I think Harlem is on Prime. I really can't remember, but I'm pretty sure it is. My tasks this month, for the month of March, there wasn't a lot, but I got them all done, so I'm happy about that. My goals didn't hit any of them. None of them at all. Actually, I need to cross that out. There we go. So all my goals for the month of March were a complete fail, but whatever, it's okay. Then we move into my wellness section. So as you can see, not a great month. You can pause if you want to look at everything here. I'm kind of just going to speed through it. But yeah, not a great month. Not a great month at all. Let's see if April's any better. The mood reference, I'm sorry, I had to black all of this out. This is incredibly sensitive information and not for public knowledge. This is my vitamin, supplement, and med tracker. As always, this is working out really, really well. I will forever and always have this going forward. This was my little my yoga tracking calendar. I kind of fell off doing the yoga, as you can see. Like I started really, really strong, and then I was feeling really lazy and unbothered, and I just, through the last 2 weeks of the month, I was just like, nah. I just didn't care enough to get on the floor and do it every night. This is my event calendar. Not a whole lot went on this month, actually. That's all right. It probably was better for my mental health that I didn't have a lot going on anyway. I tried new calendars for the month of March. For the month of March for my Instagram and YouTube trackers. I hate the way this turned out. March was just not a good month. Like, let's just erase March altogether and start again in April. So, but I like the calendars, and I made myself some little mini icons that will fit in. And then I have a little key here as well, which I have to refine, I did refine for April. But I actually like how this turned out. I realized I didn't need like a massive 2-page deal like I had for like all of my other months. So this actually worked out really, really well. And I have this now going forward into April. Really like this. We're moving into the first week of March. You'll see as we go through this that my writing is just dreadful. I really don't have anything to say about that other than the fact that March sucked. And it's very heavily reflected in my journal or my planner. So yeah. I didn't really want to do any kits at all. I was just unbothered to pull out a kit and put something together. I really didn't care. I didn't really want to buy anything. I didn't want to print anything out. Quite frankly, I just wanted to use pen, and for some reason I didn't. I think I felt like I owed it to you guys to make some kind of effort. Honestly, that's really how I felt. And all I've used is washi. This is a washi tape from Simply Gilded, and it's just like dates, perforated dates. So it worked out fine. Like I didn't have to do anything special. We went and saw Batman on this day. It was not a good movie. I did not enjoy it at all. Moving into the second week of March now, I started watching Euphoria on this day. I think I only got like one episode in. It's a very intense show. I couldn't keep up with it. It was good. It was really good, but it was really intense. And I was like emotionally bonded to a bunch of the characters already. And I already had very strong feelings about other characters in the show, like just from the very first episode. So it's very well done. It's just very, very intense. And I have a lot of anxiety, and Zendaya's character, whose name is eluding me at the moment, she narrates the first, I don't know if she narrates every single episode, but in the very first episode I saw, she was narrating most of it. And she described in detail, perfect detail, in fact, what it's like and what it feels like to have a anxiety attack. And it was very triggering. So here's where I decided that I would try and do a day on 2 pages. I don't even know why. I think I was just, I was grasping, to be quite honest with you. I was completely grasping to do something with this for this month that I was going to like and I was going to stick with and it was going to work for me, and this did not at all. I didn't like how this turned out. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to say. On this day, I went to Kmart and I picked up a bunch of washi, which I was really excited about actually, because I thought I was getting like a really big, thick roll of it. Like I thought it was gonna be like 3 centimeter washi, which I was actually really excited about. Turns out, no, they're all individual flowers. I mean, it's not bad or anything, but you know, it wasn't what I was expecting. Next week in March, I went back to doing a day on 1 page. I just had some bits of kits laying around just from test prints that I had done, and I decided to use them instead of, you know, throw them out or not use them or whatever. So I just sort of threw everything together randomly. I know it doesn't go together, but this is my headspace. I really just DGAF, to be honest. And then we move into the next week and I couldn't even bother filling this out. So yeah, I mean, at this point, like, why do I even have a planner, really? I really love how this week turned out, though. This was like the last week of the month, and I loved it. This is, again, just bits of testing kit. This was my Goth Life kit that I had test printed. I test print probably 2 or 3 times just to make sure all the colors and everything are right and it's not like too gray or too washed out or whatever. And then I just used all of the new washies that I got. These are date covers that I made just on a whim, and I really, really love how they turned out. So I really actually loved how this whole week turned out. Wasn't a bad week actually either. So here is where I have I wrote down some notes on a do-it-yourself personal wide rings planner because I wanted a specific type of planner cover that I couldn't find anywhere. So I have been binge watching. This is going to be a little bit of a story, so just skip ahead if you're not interested in anything to do with personal wide rings. But I have been binge watching, I'm pretty sure, like every single personal wide rings planner video on YouTube. I don't think I have missed any of them, to be quite honest with you. And there was this beautiful planner company, and they were called Pele Studios, and they made the most beautiful, and also Foxy Fix. And apparently there was like this massive controversy with Foxy Fix. I don't even know what all of that was about because I wasn't, you know, doing planner stuff back then, so I have no idea. But they apparently made really beautiful planner covers, and then suddenly they just disappeared off the face of the earth or something. That's what I've read anyway, but that's pretty much all I've read. I don't know what else happened. My point is, I was in love with them, and I found so many other planner people using them, and I was like, I want this planner cover because they're beautiful. They look like a TN from the outside because they have the elastic, you know, like a standard TN would, or just a normal TN. But on the inside, they're rings, and they've got pockets, and they're beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. And I wanted one so badly. And then I went to Pele Studios website and they closed down or whatever. They're not trading anymore. And I was going insane trying to find basically a TN cover for rings. It was so difficult to find. I didn't want to get a Moterm because the Moterm cover that I did buy, which was supposed to have been white, I ordered a white one, ended up being this really odd oatmeal color, and it's not my favorite, and I don't love it, and I didn't want to go out and spend another $90 or whatever it was, like I think it was like $96 or something, to get a white one and then have it turn out to be like this weird oatmeal color. I wanted like white. But anyway, so I thought to myself, well, screw this, I'm just going to go and see if I can make it myself. So all of that to say, I wrote down a list of things I would need if I wanted to make a vegan cover myself. And then this is all the categories that are going into my personal wide rings when I get it, like mine, not my shop rings, my personal planner. So this is like all of the categories. I've been writing down sections and then writing down things that, you know, I want to add to it as, you know, as I go through. So this is like my little Fixie section is like growing by the day. And I was initially going to put it into my A5, and I was like, nah, screw that. I don't want to have to go and make all of my dividers and everything for an A5 size and then have to remake them all when I get my personal wide rings. So anyway, moving on. And then this is the last of the month, pretty sure. Oh yeah, the last couple of pages I can't actually show you, sorry about that. But this is my effort for the last few days of March. Dear God, March sucked. It was hell. I hated it. Thank God it's over. Whatever. That is it for my flip through for March. I really hope your March was way better than mine. Thanks so much for watching, everyone, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.